Bill Gates Sr. is directly responsible for my success and Starbucks growth and development.
All right, so we're at the pivotal moment.
Starbucks and Pete's got into financial trouble. And Jerry came to me and said, I decided that I'm going to sell Starbucks and I'm going to keep Pete's and I'm going to move to the Bay Area. And it seems to me if you could raise the money, you're the right guy to acquire Starbucks. That was great news to me, but I had no money. And at that time, I had left Starbucks and formed my own coffee company called Il Giornale, and we were doing pretty well, but I had no money to buy Starbucks. The purchase price was $3.8 million in 1987. And so the good news is the opportunity, bad news, no money. So I went to my existing investors to try and raise the $3.8 million. And Jerry said, if you can raise the money in 60, 90 days, it's yours. But at the same time, just to cover myself, I'm going to start talking to other people in case you can't raise the money. And he came to me with about 30 days in and said, how are you doing? And I said, I've raised about a third of the money, and I'm confident I'm going to raise the rest. But I wasn't confident. I didn't know where the money was coming. Well, maybe a week or two later, he calls me up and says, can you come see me? And I go to see Jerry, and he says, I got some bad news. I've got an all-cash offer, all cash, with no due diligence to buy the company. And Howard, I just got to take it.
And I'm absolutely annihilated, crushed, because I didn't have the wherewithal, and I could just envision, as soon as I heard that name, I knew it was over. I was in a basketball league at the Seattle club. I'm playing basketball that night. My good friend, Scott Greenberg, who's an attorney at a prestige firm in Seattle, the Gates firm. I'm basically crying to him after the game and telling him the story. And he says, you've got to come to the office tomorrow and meet our senior partner and tell him the story.
The next day, he got a meeting with me, and I went in there with Scott, Bill Gates Sr., who at the time was like 6'7", 6'8". He was a titan of Seattle. He was just the man. Now, Bill Gates, Microsoft at the time, was a small startup company. No one knew Bill Gates, but everyone knew Bill Gates Sr. I walk in the office, I tell him the whole story, and he says, I'm just going to ask you two straight up questions.
Is everything you told me true? I said, Mr. Gates, yes. Have you left anything out? No.
And he says, we're going to take a walk. I don't know where we're going. We take a walk across the street, literally. We go up to the top floor,